Hello YouTube, my name is Caution, and today I am going to be going over how to start your own YouTube channel. And by the end of this video, you should hopefully have a better idea of what you will need to purchase and everything that you need to know in order to start your own YouTube channel. Now, keep in mind, I will be talking about a lot of things in this video, so if you need to go back and listen to something again, feel free to pause the video or go back and watch. Now, there are 5 main things that you will need to purchase in order to start your own YouTube channel. And that is a capture card, a microphone, an editing software, a thumbnail editing software, and a PC. Now, we're just going to go right down the list. The first thing that you're going to need for specifically console gaming is a capture card. If you plan on doing console gaming on things such as the PS4 or the Xbox One, you will need a capture card of some sort. Now, I personally use an Elgato. Now, there are all forms of Elgato, such as the Elgato HD, the Elgato HD60, HD60S, and HD60 Pro. Now, there's really not much of a difference between all of them. The only main difference is that between the HD60 and HD60S and Pro, HD60S and Pro has real-time monitoring, which if you don't know what that means, it basically means it captures all of your gameplay in real time live. The HD Elgato is just a 30 frames per second capture card. Now keep in mind, there are multiple things when you are getting your own capture card. These are certain things that you will need and you must focus on, such as resolution. 720p is minimum. You definitely want HD, and quality is key. You do not want to go anything under 720p and 30 frames per second. You do not want to go anything under that. Anything under that, and you are most likely doing something wrong. So I use the Elgato. I highly recommend it more than anything else. Now, keep in mind when deciding your microphone, you also will need something to record your audio with, such as Audacity. And if you are looking to start out a YouTube channel, Audacity is the biggest thing I could possibly recommend to you. Audacity is completely free, and you can also edit your voice as well, so that is perfect. Now, there are 2 types of microphones. There is a condenser microphone, and there is a dynamic microphone. Condenser microphone, it'll sound more natural and pick up more background room noise, though. Keep in mind of that. And dynamic microphones pick up what is directly in front of you for the most part. Well, so do condenser, but condenser microphones will definitely pick up more background noise. But condenser microphones, for the most part, most of the time, sound better. I personally use an Audio-Technica AT2035, but I do plan on upgrading to a higher-end microphone shortly. It is an XLR microphone, but if you are just starting out YouTube, you probably do not want to spend a lot of money on YouTube. But keep in mind, YouTube is a very expensive hobby. It was extremely overwhelming when I first found out. But keep in mind, quality is key, and in order to start a YouTube channel, you will need to spend some money along the way. So some pretty good microphones that are starting out extremely cheap are ones such as the Blue Snowball Ice. I cannot recommend it enough to you guys. It is a condenser microphone and goes for around $50 in US. If you are British and you do pounds, look it up on Google and translate it. But the Blue Snowball goes for about $50 US and can range from anything from 20 to 70 US dollars, depending on where you buy it from. But I cannot recommend it enough. It is a simple USB microphone. You plug it into the microphone and you plug it straight into your PC and you are good to go. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about is your editing software. Now, editing software is not cheap. I will let you guys know that right now. And it could be extremely overwhelming when deciding what you're going to do with an editing software. But there are tons of tutorials out there that you can look up to help you succeed when editing a video. Now, there are 2 main editing softwares that most bigger YouTubers use. Those 2 editing softwares being Sony Vegas and Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, keep in mind of this. Adobe Premiere is the top-notch quality. You cannot get higher quality than Premiere Pro. But it costs about $20 a month, and it is a monthly fee when it comes to Adobe Premiere Pro, but it does provide top-notch quality compared to Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas does provide good quality, but Premiere Pro is better. But keep in mind of this, Premiere Pro also does have a much higher learning curve. So if you do not feel like spending the time to try to learn the software as much, then Sony Vegas would be a much better option for you. Adobe Premiere Pro does provide top-notch quality, but it does have a much higher learning curve, so keep that in mind when deciding what editing software you're going with. Sony Vegas does provide extremely good quality. It may not be as high-end as Premiere Pro, but it does provide extremely great quality. I personally use Sony Vegas. The learning curve is not as high, but keep in mind it will cost you more, and it is a one-time payment. There are all different types of Sony Vegas that you can get, ones that range from $300 to even $700. So it is very expensive, but I personally use a Sony Vegas Pro 14. Now, there are cracked versions, aka free versions of these softwares, but again, they are illegal, so I cannot recommend doing them. So do that at your own risk. But if you are looking for a more free option, but if you are not looking for really good quality, there are things such as iMovie and Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker, and iMovie for Mac. Now, I would not really recommend these softwares just because they are not as good and they are not as high-end, and they will not give you as good quality in order to make something of your YouTube channel when starting out. So if I can recommend anything to you, I can recommend Sony Vegas or Premiere Pro. Now, for when it comes to thumbnails, there are a couple different options that you have. The main one that every single YouTuber uses is Photoshop. Now, Photoshop is not free. It does cost about $10 a month. But if you do not have $10 to spend a month on Photoshop, there are other free alternatives such as GIMP. Now, the last thing that we are going to be talking about is your PC. Now, even if you are a console gamer, a PC is extremely important, because a PC may not sound as important, but think about it this way. A PC basically does everything for you. It is used for recording, it is used for editing, it is used for rendering, it is used for uploading. It is literally used for everything that you do. Your microphone will be connected into it, you will record with it, you will do everything with your PC. So you will definitely want to make sure that you have a decent PC, not a really bad laptop or one that cannot provide a fast computer. Now, you want to make sure that you have a schedule. You do not have to have a dedicated schedule specifically, but you want to make making videos as easy as possible. So something that is an example of what you can do is record your video during the day, render it overnight, and upload it the next day and repeat the process. Now, that is completely up to you if you would like to do that, and also depending on how high of content you are making, depending on the quality, if you're doing daily, 2 days, 3 days, or even weekly, then your schedule can vary. But when it comes to a daily, you can make a video during the day, but you want to make sure that you have a decent schedule. You don't want to be rushing. And guys, remember, I've said this too many times, quality is key. Quality over quantity. Do not just record videos and upload 5 videos a day, because that will not help you. You want to make sure that you upload videos, space your videos out so that you know that you are putting the most effort that you can into your video. Now, sure, when you first start your YouTube channel, your videos may suck, and I know, we've all been there. But there are plenty of ways to improve along the way, and on almost every video you make, you should feel like that you are improving. Now, just some quick tips to your YouTube channel besides equipment. You need to have a good YouTube name. You want to have it be catchy, memorable, and you also want to make it original. So do not try stealing other YouTubers' name. And also, these are things that I see commonly in a lot of people's names that are problems. You do not want X's. You do not want X's, like you do not want 2 X's in your name, just spamming them at the end, because that will not get you found in the search results. Also, try not to put numbers in your names, because that will also make it much harder to remember and much harder to find. Now, when it comes to the videos themselves, you want to make sure that you have good titles, because things such as a good description, good tags, and good titles will help your videos be found in the search results a lot more than normally. Now, you want to make your titles accurate. You can clickbait a little bit, but do not clickbait completely off topic. If you can clickbait just a little bit, but you do not want to make it to where you are misleading your viewer. So you want to make sure that you have some good titles, some good description, and some good tags. Now, guys, consistency is key. I cannot stress that enough. You do not want to leave your viewers hanging for a month or two without a video. So you must have some consistency. Upload as often as possible and set a schedule for yourself. And I know you will get haters along the way, but the best thing I can say is try to ignore them. And I know it may sound difficult just saying it in words, but no matter what, you're going to have to pull through it. I have known a lot of YouTubers that have quit their channels, and I will admit I have thought about quitting myself, but I have pulled through every single time, and I definitely do not regret it. So try not to get discouraged and deal with haters the best you can. Now, if your videos do not get a lot of views when you first upload them, don't worry. That is perfectly okay. It is completely normal for your videos a lot of views when you first upload them. Most views of a lot of bigger channels are all from over time. Now keep in mind, you may not get a bunch of views on your video right when you upload it, but say a year later you will be building up tons of views on that video. That is the case for me. I uploaded my GTA 5 Life in Los Santos episode 1. I would say I got around 20 to 50 views when I first uploaded it. Now I am in the 40 to 50,000 view range. Now, actually, most of my views every month are from over time. So do not always rely on your newest videos to get you all the views that you need. Also, guys, just some more quick tips. Upload what you enjoy. Do not upload random videos that are completely irrelevant and you do not like uploading. Do stuff that you enjoy, or else you will quickly get discouraged and you will want to stop doing YouTube. So be sure to upload things that you enjoy, not things that you are forced to doing. Now, you must work hard when it comes to YouTube, and I know it sounds like a very simple tip, but YouTube is not simple. It does take a lot of work and effort to actually get somewhere with YouTube. Now, being me, I'm only at almost 2,000 subscribers. You may compare me to some other YouTubers and say I'm not that large of a YouTuber, but 2,000 subscribers is very hard to get. It took me over a year to get here. Now, guys, keep in mind your videos will get better, so do not say to yourself that your videos suck and they will stay terrible. You must improve, and if you say that your videos suck, don't just sit there and say my videos suck. Sit there and do something about it. Try and think, what can you do to make your videos better? Now, guys, YouTube is a long path, and you will not gain subs in the snap of a finger. It will take a long time to build your YouTube channel. I personally have been doing YouTube for about a year and a half now, and I am almost at 2,000 subscribers. So do not expect to get 1,000 subscribers within the first month unless you upload an extremely viral video. Guys, that is all for this video. I hope I did help some people out that were looking to start a YouTube channel. And if I did help you out, please do drop a like. And if you guys do have any more questions that you would like me to go into more detail with in a separate video, be sure to leave so in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one.